All right, ladies and gentlemen, the 5 board is up for race number 1. This is a Superstock expert and novice. We've got 7 riders in this race. In the expert class, we've got Eddie Kraft on the front row of the grid. Next to him, Matt Spannon, Stefan Doplinski out of Illinois and Germany. And then Joe Kraft is the lone bike on row number 2. On a Superstock novice, it's going to be Ryan Walsh on the 878, the 111 of Levin Wood on the BMW HP4, and then Tim Campbell on his R1 running bike number 87. On the expert field, the bike numbers are 48, Eddie Kraft, and then the 701 of Matt Spannon. Stefan Doplinski running the orange bike, the 119, and then Joe Kraft, father to Eddie, KG veteran, also on a GSXR 750, running the 481. Things to look for in this race is, as yesterday, a very close battle likely to occur between Eddie Kraft and Matt Spannon. They went toe-to-toe across 3 races yesterday. Some really, really tight, entertaining racing, particularly in this race yesterday, as they went right down to the last lap, with Eddie Kraft taking the win. Matt Spannon, I talked to him earlier this morning, he's feeling very confident, thinks he's got a little something extra today. We will find out shortly. All right, the 2 board is up. We are now looking for the 1 board. 2 board is turn to 1, sideways, green flag, there we go. And as expected, it is Matt Spannon and Eddie Kraft in the drag race down to turn 1. It looks like Eddie Kraft is going to get the better of that. Going into turn 1, Eddie Kraft is going to lead them into turn 1. And they are really tight together as they head down into turn 2. Eddie Kraft with a good lead. Now it looks like Stefan Doplinski is able to keep up with him this time. Please do not sit on the guardrail. Is somebody sitting on the guardrail? Okay, good. Thanks. All right. Here we go. Eddie Kraft continues to lead Matt Spannon down into turn 5. Stefan Doplinski has got something today. He's right there with them, about 2 bike lengths back. Joe Kraft holding off the charging 87 of Tim Campbell. The 878 and the 111 of Levin Wood and Ryan Walsh bringing up the rear of this pack as they head down into turn 8. Eddie Kraft continuing to hold on to the lead pack of 3 riders, pretty tight as they go into the bus stop. And Eddie Kraft's going to lead by about 3 bike lengths as they come onto the front straightaway. Matt Spannon may be able to reel quite a bit of that up with his horsepower advantage. Stefan Doplinski looking much more confident this morning as he's right there with them going into turn 1, about 2 bike lengths behind Matt Spannon. And here we go down into turn 2. And Eddie Kraft continuing to hold about a 3 bike length lead over Matt Spannon as they come through turn 2. Now Matt Spannon stronger through turn 3, cuts that down to about a bike length as they get ready to go over the jump. Doplinski's right there as they make their way through turn 6. Joe Kraft right behind them, and I believe that's Tim Campbell leading the novice field. And onto the front straightaway they come, and the positions remain very, very tight at the front with Matt Spannon right there looking for the draft around Eddie Kraft. Matt Spannon's got the good drive, and he's got the draft, and he's going to take the lead, I believe. Matt Spannon up the inside takes the lead. Your new leader, and Ryan Walsh leading Levin Hill, with Levin Hill just coming right by. Levin Wood Leavenwood retaking that second position as Ryan Walsh pushes to take it back. Can't get it done. Leavenwood's going to hold on for the moment. And now Stefan Duplinski is stalking Eddie Kraft as Matt Spannon has pulled about a 3-bike length gap over the next two riders. Great battle going on here as they make their way through turn 5. Stefan Duplinski looking much stronger today. Must have made some changes or new tires or something, but he's right there in it. Stefan has that. Stefan Duplinski has the fast lap right now with a 120.4. A 120.4 out of Stefan Duplinski. Germany carrying the flag proudly today. And he's right there with them as they come out on the front straightaway. Spannon, Kraft, and Duplinski. And Duplinski looks poised to make a move on Kraft at the end of this front straightaway. Not going to get it done this time around, but he's close. Here comes Joe Kraft. And there is Tim Campbell on his R1. Joe Kraft now pulling out quite a gap between himself and Tim Campbell. Leavenwood has now put some distance between himself and Ryan Walsh. Those positions seem secure. Our lead pack making their way through turn 4. As we approach the halfway mark in this, our first sprint of the day. And Eddie Kraft looking very strong, making his way through into the bowl. Eddie Kraft hard onto the brakes into the bus stop. And boy, they are packed tight together. What a great race we have going on here in a Superstock as Stefan Duplinski has joined the fight. And he is bringing a whole lot of horsepower down to the end of that front straightaway. Not enough to reel in Eddie Kraft, but they are, I mean, it is literally 3 bike lengths across all 3. They are just that tight. Here they come through turn 2. Matt Spannon continues your leader. Matt Spannon very strong through turn 3 and 4. Eddie Kraft a little better on the brakes into 5. Duplinski, whoa, goes way deep into 6. I'm not sure he meant to do that, but he was braking late. On to the, out of the bowl, positions remain the same. As they go down the back straight, they bunch right back up again, but no change in position. And Germany with a much better drive out of turn 1. I think he's got Eddie Kraft this time if he can get into the draft. Stefan Duplinski, that was as good a shot as he's going to get out of Eddie Kraft, and Eddie Kraft holds on. Wow! They were too wide going into turn 1, but Eddie Kraft holds on, and as they battle back and forth, Matt Spannon has an opportunity to get away. The rest of the positions in the field are very stable. Duplinski going wide into turn 3. He's going to lose a little ground right there. Now Spannon, he's just got, I don't know if he knows that he's got 2 bikes stalking him. I know he knows one's back there, but he may not be expecting 2. As they go through the bowl, Duplinski is right there as they exit the bowl and head down into turn 8. No changes this time around. Attention in the paddock, attention in the paddock. Let's go first call, race number 2. First call, race number 2. Doplinski's right there on the rear tire of Kraft, and he just can't get by. Once again, this is first call for race number 2, the race of many classes. Holy cow. That is Heavyweight Twin Superbike. Heavyweight Twin Superbike Novice, D7 Middleweight. There's a whole bunch of bikes in there. Where are our leaders? No changes yet. This could come down to another last lap finale. As I believe the starter is getting ready for the white flag here. Our leaders are making their way down to the bus stop. Onto the front straightaway once again, and there is the white flag, and Doplinski's made his move. He's made his move around Kraft. Stefan Doplinski has made his move around Eddie Kraft. Eddie Kraft fights back, and holy cow, did he just jump in the lead? Holy cow, Eddie Kraft. No, he is not able to do it. Doplinski gets it done and is now in second place with 1 lap to go. Eddie Kraft is going to have to dig deep to find something to get around both of these bikes. Getting around one bike would be hard. Getting around both is going to be really tricky. Doplinski is right there, and now Doplinski and Spannon are starting to pull away from Kraft a little bit. Kraft very deep on the brakes in the 5, able to gain some ground back. Kraft very deep on the brakes, and now here we go into the bowl. And it is going to be a drag race to the finish, an absolute drag race to the finish as they make their way down the back straightaway. It is Spannon, Doplinski, and Kraft. Can Kraft get at least 1 spot back on the exit of the bus stop and up the front straightaway? Here they come, up onto the front straight, and it is going to finish exactly like that.